Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. I feel like garbage since she told me. Advice. My wife and I are both 24. I joined the military at 20 to get her treatment for cancer and other health issues. Unfortunately, I'm in a very active unit which places me across the world in different time zones very frequently for most of the year. After she got healthier, she hated her job, so I helped her get a job with government contracting. Over the last 6 months she has been answering less and less of my texts and calls. Like I said, we are on opposite schedules because of my location. I am scheduled to return home this month for the final time and then I get out. She texted me 2 weeks ago and said she doesn't love me and has had a boyfriend for 4 months who is someone at her job. She says I never spent time with her and she got lonely, so she found someone who actually loves her and gave him her heart and body. I'll let you imagine the exact things she said she did in her affair. She also said I focused too much on video games and friends. When I am home I spend almost all my time with her. From my memory I only spent Saturday evening gaming with my friends. All day on Saturday and Sunday, and every evening during the week I was 100% hers. I even rescheduled my lunch so I could be home when she was and muted my phone so no one would bother us. Her text that she hated me and is leaving me for her boyfriend completely blindsided me, and she has been covering for her, ignoring my attempts to talk to her with hundreds of lies. I lost 14 pounds and barely slept since she texted me 2 weeks ago. I was sure our marriage was bulletproof. I recently searched her accounts and found out for 2.5 years she has been complaining and messaging people about how sick of being ignored she is and she is having a hard time with me. She never once mentioned any of these feelings or even hinted at it. I feel like I really ducked up and I play the what if game, like what if I never did anything other than spend time with her. Maybe those 4 hours would have changed something. What if she had told me about these feelings? I feel like I'm worthless and ugly. I am fearful for the future because I've always focused on my relationship and making her happy. Now I have no one, and no home to come to. I'll sign the papers and move in with my buddy when I get back. How do I handle the sorrow and fear of this whole thing? Edit, mistakes. Edit 2, what do I do with all of my marriage documents, pictures, memories and gifts? Edit 3, I was doing well but she definitely blocked me on all social media and it's driving me nuts. I haven't even made it back to the States yet. This is bothering me more than it should. Edit 4, big update, so she now is saying that she cheated but the boyfriend detail was fake. She just wanted a way out of our abusive relationship, and that I am neglectful and emotionally abusive, but she enjoyed our 4 years and she wouldn't change it. I genuinely am confused and appalled about the things she is accusing me of now. She has lied and doubled back on her word so much I can't tell what is going on with her anymore. She keeps pinning me for being a terrible human, but everyone we know says I was nothing but kind. Still hurts to be called terrible things. I called her parents and told them the truth. They said I'm always welcome in their home. She is planning on disappearing from her family, I guess. I'm just confused watching this whole thing. She keeps thanking me for my kindness and my time, then says I'm abusive and neglectful in the same breath. It's going to hurt for a while. Don't ever let yourself get bored because that will lead to intrusive thoughts. Spend time with people that love and value you. Most importantly, accept that feelings of inadequacy and fear are just feelings. They will tell you're inadequate, but that doesn't mean it's true. Feelings of fear present themselves as prophecies, destiny or fate which cannot be avoided, but they're not. They're just voices that lie to you. You can't control if you have fear, but you can control if you believe fear. Feel it but don't believe it. Thank you. I will try to spend time with friends or just stay busy. I never thought about the feelings as something that would lie too. My advice, and sorry for the rant. 1. Workout releases endorphins that will help you feel happier. Push-ups, squats, and burpees do it for me, and it also gives you more confidence. Gym also works. 2. Lawyer up and protect yourself. Do what the lawyer says to protect yourself. 3. Move your half of the money to an account you have control of and all direct deposits go there. Cancel credit cards. Protect your money that you earn before she takes it or wastes it on making herself happy. Actually do this first. 4. Cheating means she doesn't respect you and likely believes you will never leave her. Do not grovel, do not be desperate, do not engage or fight her, be happy, engaging to others. Let her see your best and let the weight of her losing that weigh on her. If you want reconciliation, showing that you are fine without her might pull her out of this. 5. File for divorce. It might pull her out. At the least it will change the script and allow you to move forward with or without her. 6. See friends and family and be your best. Let everyone know you are a great catch and the one they want to spend time on. No hate, no vitriol, make it clear this was her and you are moving forward and improving yourself. 7. You have some legitimate negative feelings. See a therapist and use those strong feelings as fuel to learn a new skill or improve yourself. Times of great pain can lead to exponential growth. You can use this to get a degree, a certification, a highly marketable skill, drastically increasing your earning potential. Heck, getting something like Security Plus can get you a whole new career in cyber, a field that is growing like crazy. 8. I can't tell you to give up on your cheating spouse. I can however say that a marriage is founded on trust, love and respect. An affair is the ultimate disrespect and kills trust. It also seems evident she has no love for you. For her all 3 are gone. For you 2 at the very least are gone. Coming back though possible is unlikely statistically. And it is incredibly likely she might come back after this affair fizzles out, but likely it will happen again. 9. Whether to tell family and friends. To be honest, it is up to you. Telling them will make her angry, but that is not really your concern. The fault lies with the one who cheated, and getting out is not the fault of the messenger. Being honest should not be a punishable offense, and she earned the responses with her actions. That being said, it can lead to a more combative divorce. It's possible to get out easier if she is still in the fog. It is possible she will rewrite the script and turn others against you if you don't get in front of it. If you have evidence, then it should be relatively simple to turn it around on her and make her look doubly guilty. 9b. If you don't have proof, get a private eye, use VARs, access phone records from the company, buy her a new phone with spyware, check her social media or get a loyal friend to dig and record, surprise polygraph, install cameras in your home if she still lives there. Having those texts and conversations will show who was at fault. It will also help when you find out it was worse than you thought. That she had long since been dragging your good name through the mud and insulting you as you provided for her. It will give you strength to resist if she suddenly comes around and wants to do anything to fix it. You will have heard and seen what she is really like and be wary of her in the future. 10. This is not your fault. People are responsible for their own actions, and she chose to do this. You sacrificed and helped her through her cancer. You seem to be a solid bro. Were you perfect? No. No one else is either. Can you be better? Yes, and do so. Make sure the next one gets a man who is doubly the great man you are now. You have been faithful and tried. That makes you better than a dishonest cheater who gave up on the one she vowed to love when things were not perfect. This is such solid advice. I don't think I've heard anyone describe intrusive thoughts like this, but it's spot on. She used you. It sucks, but that's the reality of it. Military marriages are some of the most strained out there, and most end up in divorce due to infidelity. It'll take time, but let it go. You'll want to try and work on things with her if she let you, and that's natural. Don't. You'll always be wondering what if with her, and it's not worth it. Just focus on you and your goals. Over time you'll think less and less about it until one day you barely do, if at all. Try your best to stop the what ifs you're doing now. She's been whining for years, you say, but never said anything? Because she didn't want you to fix things. She was doing that for attention from others until she got someone to play her game. Odds are he's not the only one, just the latest one, and when he gets tired of her crap she'll most likely call you and want to work on things. It's a trap and she's not going to change. Find someone to talk to, someone in the service with you, your buddy, anyone. Talking does help for most people. You'll make it through. You might not think so now, but you will, and you'll be stronger for it. Thank you for being straight with me. I have been trying to talk as much as I can. She can't leave without contacting me. Advice: I have a previous post about the scenario if you care to read. TLDR: my wife left me for her AP. I'm not in the same country currently. My narc wife is really pressing to leave after her affair with a coworker. I'm not stopping her and I'm trying to get her out, but she literally won't answer any texts about trying to separate or start paperwork. It sends a read report and she knows this. I don't text excessively and I only talk about things that are important for the paperwork. Anything she does say is really aggressive and vague. How does she expect to leave if she doesn't do the paperwork? She's acting like she can just disappear from me and her family. I still don't even know any solid reasons for why any of this happened. It's like 2 weeks ago a switch flipped and she is the most hateful and childish person. 1. Is this normal? 2. Why would she make her own exit harder? 3. What should I do? 4. Why is she angry with me? You are moving too fast for her. Sounds like she wanted to keep you as a backup while she test drives her new relationship. She is in the affair fog and now is the time to hammer this home. Talk to the lawyer about pushing it. She was the one that is pushing all this forward, so why would she try to keep me if she's the one leaving? She didn't think you would do it. Her all of a sudden not being available makes sense. You think she was expecting me to put up more of a fight after she told me she doesn't love me? I suppose that makes sense if she wants me as a backup. I think she wanted to be in the driver's seat while you were on standby, hoping she'd return. That way, if AP didn't work, she could come back to you, waiting patiently there for her. When you agreed to move forward with separating and ending the marriage, it ruined that plan. If she's an narc, then she can't possibly understand how you would not want her. So, ignoring you is her new way to put her plan into action. Since you won't voluntarily stand by waiting for her to figure out how things will go with AP, her plan is to now ignore you in order to try to force you to stand by waiting for her. Divorces don't have to be agreed to. The courts and your lawyer are more than capable of pushing this forward with or without her. Don't be the dude she forces to wait. Okay, I'll get my lawyer ready and assume she won't contact me. Keep us updated. I definitely will. Not completing the paperwork: the divorce is not finalized. If the AP turns out to be a mistake, in her mind it will be easier without a divorce for her to let you take her back. By making you the bad guy who forced her to cheat, it's much easier for her to justify her actions. And you can't be nice to the bad guy. It doesn't make sense that someone would reach so far and be so convinced they are in the right. Cheaters cheat and then they work on building the backstory and excuses to justify their actions. You did nothing wrong, but she has to make you the villain of the story to justify her actions. That is why her story is changing, and that is why she is giving you illogical reasons for you being the problem. That's terrible that someone would do that. You did nothing wrong, but she has to make you the villain to justify her actions. That sentence helped things click a bit. Hopefully this will sink in and help how I feel. Thank you. How to start healing. Advice: my previous posts are here. TLDR, wife cheated then ghosted me while I was gone for work. So I've been back for a few months now. My wife is still not contacting or responding. Me and her family have no idea where she is. I haven't been pushing the divorce papers because when I get divorced I'll lose my house, and I have been trying to fly my dog back home before that happens. Flight embargoes have made sure that can't happen lately. I'm not asking for how to get revenge. I've gotten a lot of bloodthirsty advice messages. I've had terrible nightmares and some mental issues due to another unrelated event that happened a few years ago. This whole situation was a catalyst for my emotional and mental decline. I've been going to a psychologist to help since I got back. Some days I'm okay, but others I feel so angry and alone that someone I've dedicated a decade of my life to building a life with, if you include our pre-marriage relationship. My question for this sub is, how do I move on, or how do I start healing from having my spouse abandon me? I hate feeling so alone and unwanted. Firstly, do not think of abandonment, that puts the blame on your shoulders and allows you to dwell in shame you don't deserve. Instead, think of it as she chose to break her vows. She chose to overlook 10 years together and betray you. You are doing the right thing walking away from this, even though it may feel incredibly hard right now. I'd suggest a few things. Good on you for getting a psychologist. If you can make that a routine to speak to them regarding this and the past trauma that you say has been unearthed, you can begin moving on. Get yourself a lawyer. Make sure that it's one you can trust fully with every aspect of your life. I'm assuming you're in the US, but someone will correct me I'm sure, but I know if your military and infidelity is on the military spouse's part, your pension is protected. It's worth writing down all your assets. Car/house/fine china/assets, etc. If you're able to do this abroad, make sure you open a new bank account in your name only with a password that only you can guess. Then transfer 50% of everything you both have, savings, checking, etc. Cancel all credit cards that are in both your names, as you'll still be liable until the divorce is finalized. Depending on your state laws, if in US, you may only need your own consent to record. Make sure you keep a record of everything. Even the things that seem inconsequential, they may be used as evidence later on. You haven't mentioned any children, but if you have any, this will also need to be taken into account. Now, once you have all that in place, you can start breathing easier. As for moving on, there's no step-by-step formula. But some things translate regardless of culture or country. Depend on your family and friends, so the things you love doing, discover new hobbies, even ones you may think you'll hate, try anyway. Try and take a walk each day with your favorite music. Download a meditation app and make it a daily goal to do 5 minutes each day for a week, then add 5 more the week after. Hit the gym and release the tension or anger and gain some endorphins from it. With the added bonus of making you tired so you sleep better. Go watch a film with friends and lose yourself in the moment for a few hours. Write your feeling down in a book, all the memories you remember, your emotions, etc., and burn it after you're done. If you're into writing, this is amazing catharsis. Make a daily goal each day and just make sure you do that one thing. Like making my bed, running 5K, calling my mum, etc. These small things will make you feel like you've achieved something that day and aren't just stuck in that despair. Have days of just being. Not escaping from your emotions, not hiding or masking them, but just being. If you want to cry, let it all out. If you want to rage, climb a hill or mountain and let out your loudest roar. Above all, remember that this feeling, this moment, is temporary. It may hurt like hell right now, but you won't stay in this moment forever. Just keep pushing on. One step at a time. Have you spoken to a lawyer yet? Find out just what your rights are. I have a few times. I'm delaying any action until I get my dog back home. She abandoned him for a few weeks before I got home. You need IC and someone that works with cognitive behavioral therapy, which could include meditation and mindfulness. Takes a bit, but it will set you up to handle any difficult emotional situation in your life. Good luck. I've been seeing a professional. They have some ideas to help, but I'm also reaching out to see what others like me have gone through. Talk to a lawyer. She's abandoned the marriage, which means she will not do very well in divorce. The courts especially don't like when servicemen are abandoned while they are stationed elsewhere. Forget about trying to figure out what went wrong. Your job right now is to move on and straighten out your life. You've wallowed in this mess long enough. time to take action and get it done. Where I live they have no-fault divorce laws that ensure neither side can be tried for anything that isn't explicitly illegal. The best I can hope for is that just a divorce will not benefit either way. Which honestly works if I just want a clean break. Well, start thinking of yourself as single. Are there things you wanted to do but did not get around to it? Maybe marriage got in the way? Do the things you need to do to end the marriage and the things you want to do to begin your single life. I've been getting into my old hobbies much more frequently and spending more time with my friends. The loneliness hits hard sitting in a silent house. First of all, start calling her ex. Then start calling a spade and come to the understanding that your unfaithful wife got into the shit, and that your duty is not to get dirty in it. Then ask yourself the question, what is more precious to me, house or peace, self-respect and pride? You will not begin to heal until you realize that you are immeasurably higher than her in a moral sense, that you are much better than her, until you begin to thank her for giving you the opportunity to find freedom. Good luck. I've been trying to see this as freedom, but I found myself becoming bitter and not trusting anyone. Why would you lose your house? Are husbands third-grade citizens in your country? So long story short, my job gives its employees housing if they are married. If I get divorced I will lose that benefit. I have been trying to push that back until I can ship my dog back home. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.